Hey, what's your favorite opening line to a story? Maybe you like Once Upon a Time, or some of the famous, like it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. How about the beginning of the story that tries to explain life and universe and God and all that is a true story? That famous opening line, in the beginning God created. That's the beginning of course, the Bible. You read it in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created. And that begins what I like to call the story of everything. It's a story that explains everything about our life, about our purpose, about what God is up to in the world and in the universe. Doesn't mean we get to know everything, but it's giving an explanation, an overall view of the whole story of things. And I want to talk about that this week. You can sum up the story of everything in just four main parts, all right? Creation, fall, redemption, and restoration. And we'll hit one a night this week and talk through it. I'm starting with creation. So, of course, I had to film in some of the beautiful part of creation that I live in. You see the whole ocean behind me, sunset cliffs behind me. I'm so thankful. Thank you, God, to get to live just a mile from this stuff. But anyway, enjoy a little bit of creation while I talk about creation. Here's the deal. When you read the creation story in the Bible, people get so caught up in kind of the wrong things. We end up kind of debating how exactly creation happened, when, how long did it take, how old is the earth. These are big questions. They're important science questions. Just got to remember that the Bible was never written to be a science textbook. So I believe science supports what's in the Bible, and nothing in the Bible ever contradicts it. But we also can't turn to the Bible as a science textbook. Part of what we're meant to see out of the creation story, and it doesn't have to wreck your whole theology if you believe different things about time frames and stuff, is here's what we know, like the fifth word in that opening line, in the beginning God created. Let's not lose sight that it's revealing to us who God really is. He's ultimately a creator, a creative God, the God who dreamt all of this up and created it. And his theme of creation, by the way, doesn't end after Genesis 1. It continues through the whole Bible. You read in Psalm 139 that God actually created us, me and you. It says he created you. He knit you together in your mother's womb. So it talks about us being created by him. And then as you read on in the New Testament, I've talked some about if you decide to put God at the center of your life, to make your life about Jesus, he'll actually make you a new creation. So he's always creating. And then you read in Revelation, it talks about all the new heavens, new earth that he's going to continue creating. The other thing is that creation didn't just happen, it still happens. That theme is still in your life. Some of you have gotten to celebrate new babies being born in this time. Congrats. I have several friends who have done that. We get to see new creation around us all the time. We see new creation around us in all the plants, all the trees. Part of what's been kind of beautiful in this tough quarantine season is you hear people talk about how creation itself seems like it's getting time to kind of rest and restore and heal. So we're surrounded by creation. Hopefully you get to see new things created in your life, new relationships that are created, new opportunities are created, new knowledge for you, new jobs and other openings and opportunities that create. So God is always in the process of creating. Here's the other thing I don't want you to miss about creation. One of the ways we reflect the image of God, Genesis 1 and 2 says he created people in his image, is when we are creative. And I know some of us would say we're really creative, others would say that we're not. But remember, you can create in all sorts of ways, whether you're an artist, musician, a writer. Some of you create through gardening, through woodworking, through home restoration projects, through restoring cars, through sort of inventing, designing, all sorts of ways to create. And listen, anytime you're creating anything, remember, you are reflecting the image of our God who is a creator. So here's my challenge for you as we talk about the creation part of the story. First, get out wherever you live and enjoy some of the creation. He put it here for you. So go enjoy it. I hope you get good weather to enjoy it. Go find it and really see if you can experience God in a different way, connecting with him through creation. Second, go to him and ask, as we're about to come out of this season, eventually ask God, here's some new things I want you to create in my life. Ask him for the new creations that you want in your life. And third, I encourage you, keep finding ways to reflect who God is as a creator. Have you used this time yet to create anything? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just about connecting with God through saying, I know you're a creator and I want to experience some of that as well. So I challenge you to go do that. Let's enjoy and rejoice that we get creation to enjoy even in the hardest of seasons. And I'll talk to you tomorrow about the next part.